Night chaos in a Fred Meyer parking lot in Salem after gunfire erupted this morning.
Salem police say 3 people were shot and all were taken to the hospital. Fox 12's Connor McCarthy is live there tonight and tells us what one witness saw. Connor?
Well, Pete and Riel, more than 8 very active at this Fred Meyer on Market Street. Let me step out of the way so you can see what's still going. Shots fired at a Salem Fred Meyer Monday morning.
Our callers stating that they've been shot. They're in the parking lot of the Fred Meyer. They're saying the suspect is right next to them, who is also injured.
Salem police say they found 1 man and 1 woman shot in the Fred Meyer parking lot on Market Street, and officers found another wounded man in a nearby Elmer's restaurant. Investigators focused much of their attention on these 2 cars, a white Nissan and a green Honda sedan.
I'm not with the West End victim. He's been shot twice in the back.
Jesus Rodriguez works at Denny's across the street and was taking the trash out when he saw one of the victims get shot. I think it was that white car. It had belonged to that woman. She screamed when they shot at her first, and then the woman started running around the car, and 3 bullets hit her in the back. 3 bullets that hit her from behind for running. The chaos shut down the parking lot of the Fred Meyer with only customers allowed to leave.
County units to shut down all the entrances to Fred Meyer's. People can leave, but nobody in.
Naomi Johnston works at a salon next to one of the entrances to the grocery store. She arrived at work to find the front of her store surrounded by police tape.
There's oftentimes a lot of questionable people, and I'm just nice to them, but to think that one of them's carrying a gun and is trigger happy, I don't even know what happened, but now my heart is really palpitating. I'm really scared because this is where I work.
She says her business moved to this location from a different shopping center on Lancaster because of similar safety concerns.
There was a daytime kidnapping there, so we came here to be safer.
Feel safer now after hearing about this?
Well, you know what? I could have been anywhere and this could have happened. It's scary. Life is scary.
Well, again, this scene is still very active going into the evening, about 9 hours after the first calls came in of a shooting. Now, police did say that the man and woman who were found right here in the parking lot are still in the hospital. They did say that no arrests have been made, but there's no danger to the public. We did reach out to Fred Meyer for a statement, and they responded saying that they're saddened by this incident and they're working with law enforcement during this investigation. But for now, reporting live in Salem, Connor McCarthy, Fox 12 Oregon.